Welcome. Yesterday's NBA news from the 5th and 6th of July, because we are starting with the biggest guaranteed and confirmed deal of, well, these last 2 days or last day and a half, however you want to call it, as Caleb Martin is finalizing a deal with the Philadelphia 76ers. There were rumors about it, and now it's official as the Sixers add a really good, obviously, playoff proven performer that has played on the Miami Heat, has given trouble to every Eastern Conference team, had himself some crazy playoff moments, seems to be a playoff riser, does a little bit of everything well. The only question with him will be the health, but this is a really good rotational piece for the Sixers. He averaged 10, 4, and 2 on 43, 35, 78 splits in 64 games with the Heat last season, and he's joining a really good Sixers team that obviously has ambitions to dethrone the Boston Celtics. And I love this deal for Philly. In addition, they waived Paul Reed to make room for him, I guess. Uh, we'll see where he goes, as he averaged 6, 6, and 1 on 54, 37, 72 splits in 82 games last season. Obviously, B. Walpole was really beloved in Philadelphia, but now, I mean, it, yeah, they signed Andre Drummond, Embiid, obviously, so there is just not enough room for him anymore. And Caleb Martin was the priority. They got it done. I really like this for the Sixers. Hope they can keep being aggressive if they can make a move with the pick. I think, yeah, I really do think this is the season that the Sixers should go full in for it for these next 2 years. Because it really seems like this has to be their moment if they really want to get it done with Embiid. If he stays healthy, that is, of course. But I really love what the Sixers have done in this offseason. They're the clear winners of free agency of the offseason, and we'll just have to wait and see how it translates on the court and health-wise at the end of the day. And the other guaranteed deal of note was Malik Beasley signing a 1-year, $6 million deal with the Detroit Pistons. He averaged 11, 4, and 1 on 44, 41, 71 splits in 79 games with the Milwaukee Bucks last season, and the Pistons get a shooter on a cheap deal. Why not? At least, I mean, they needed the spacing at the end of the day, so they get a shooter. Makes sense for their team. Bucks lose a shooter, while they added some minor pieces. It will be interesting to see how, if the Bucks make any other moves in this period of free agency. If anything is on the horizon for them, because every team around them has gotten better. And yes, they were the third seed last year, while the chemistry was weird, the coaching was weird. So I don't think they need to make a major move, but it will be just interesting to see how they move the rest of the off season. Anyway, good deal for Detroit. And the other guaranteed deals, in a way, I mean, guaranteed deals, the other confirmed players to get some type of deals is Kai Jones and Tavion Kinsley. Kinsey, pardon me, is getting a two-way NBA contract with the Utah Jazz. He had some two-ways last season or 10 days with the Jazz, but never played. And Kai Jones is getting a non-guaranteed deal with the LA oh god, I'm speaking too fast. With the LA Clippers, and he played with the G League last season, G League Clippers team. Happy that he, is getting a chance. I guess in some cases, the second chance obviously makes you happy with the Clippers here with Kai Jones. Then one of the bigger extension news once again from the NBA is Franz Wagner signing a 5-year, $225 million extension with the Orlando Magic. It could reach 269 million for whatever reason. I don't know. I did not read into the contract. I don't care, honestly. I do care about the CB. I do care about the salary cap, but I don't care why they can make so much money at the end of the day. But it's crazy. Franz Wagner is getting this much money at the end of the day. Even though I understand it, he's an incredibly young piece. After what I would say was a disappointing season in a way, he did improve. He did look more comfortable on the ball, driving, but the three-point shooting was off, and I just expected a little more from him, especially from the shooting side. But obviously, they are banking on this Paolo Franz Wagner duo, and I can be hating on anyone else's money, even though don't think an NBA player should be getting a 5-year, $225 million extension, even when you're LeBron or Steph Curry. But that's just how the market works. Uh, that's just how it all works at the end of the day. Franz averaged 25 and 4 on 48, 28, 85 splits in 72 games. And yeah, I obviously love this for Orlando no matter what. I hope he can find his 3-point stroke this season. And I think Orlando could be really dangerous if they get the leaps from their young guys. I really think they could be, I don't know if a threat to win the title or anything, but I do think they could be conference finals threat without a doubt. But we'll have to wait and see, obviously, how that plays out. DeMary Carroll is joining the Cavaliers coaching staff under Kenny Atkinson. Shout out to him, former Raptor. I think he played with the Lakers last. So that's a cool move, I would say. And now we get into the rumors. DeMar, pretty much the same old recycled news. Clippers, Heat, and Kings all involved in the sign and trade sweepstakes. We'll see what happens with him. LA would make the most sense in a way since he's from there. I would like to see the Heat. Even the Kings make some appeal, but we'll have to wait and see. It's just gonna move slowly, so we'll have some recycled news. This is one of them, and we'll have to wait and see. I will not be repeating them all the time. I'll sometimes, if there are some new reports, I'll throw them in there. But I'll from now on, I might just write Demar's name in there and give you some interest in team interested, but I might not even read it or tell it to you. So that's that. Tuomas Isalo is joining the Memphis coaching staff. He won EuroCup with Paris basketball and is one of the most regarded basketball coaches in Europe. And I really like this for the Memphis Grizzlies for the Memphis Grizzlies. Pardon me for my mumbling and stumbling today. But this is a really smooth move for the Grizzlies, and I really think they could be really great this season. Obviously, with Ja healthy, hopefully, and yeah, the West will be a bloodbath without a question once again. Yeah, Dorian Finney-Smith. More rumors regarding him. Cavaliers and Sixers interested. I think the Nets want a first-round pick. We'll see if, obviously, Cavs or Sixers bulge on that. There are apparently, sign and trade possibilities with the Sixers. It would have to be KJ Martin, and with the Cavs, it would have to be Isaac Okoro. So they could take a swing on the 3 and D Dorian Finney-Smith. I would like one of those teams to make the move, but it's an intriguing move. For example, Okoro for Dorian Finney-Smith. I don't know if that's something that the Cavs actually want to do, but that's just my opinion. Dorian Finney-Smith averaged 8.5, 5, and 2 on 42, 35, 72 splits in 68 games with the Nets last season, and there's that. Trae Young, apparently little to no interest in him, which might just be a spin because I don't know if Atlanta ever wanted to trade him actually. But yeah, if there is no interest in Trae Young, that just shows there is some bias against him for whatever reason. I mean, obviously the size and the defense in a way, but it's gotten overboard at this point. Trae averaged 26, 3, and 11 on 43, 37, 86 splits in 54 games last season with the Hawks. The Mavericks are interested in Spencer Dinwiddie and Dennis Smith Jr. Makes sense. Backup point guards would make sense. Obviously, a reunion with both of them because they both played with the Mavs already. Wouldn't dislike that at all for the Mavs. More updates on Lauri Markkanen. There were some more news in a way, but it's not something that we really don't know. I guess at the end of the day, it will still be about what Danny Ainge and the Jazz want to do. Apparently, there is a huge offer from the Warriors on the table, even with Kuminga maybe, and Ainge obviously wants a huge young player, but they are just mulling over their possibilities. There was also a report that Lauri apparently wants to stay in Utah, so that's a choice certainly. And I don't know, maybe he might not be built for the bigger, brighter lights, honestly. But I don't think so. But it's just a question mark if he wants to stay in Utah, apparently. But obviously, we'll have to wait and see what happens with everything throughout the next couple of weeks, right? Summer League starts tonight, so I guess we'll see some movement hopefully in these next couple of weeks. But we might also not. It might be a long free agency summer at the end of the day, and I'll be here to cover it as always. Anyway, Miami is also showing interest in Lauri Markkanen, and I'm not reading the stats again. You can see them on the screen. And Brook Lopez, apparently, the Milwaukee Bucks want a first round pick for him if they were to trade him. He averaged 12 and a half, 5 and 2 on 40, 48 and a half, 37 and 82 splits in 79 games with the Bucks last season. Uh, yeah, Caleb Martin is a really good deal for the Sixers, like I said. More rumors, but it's been dry. It's been dry. It's been a little boring for free agency standards, but it makes sense with the new CBA and stuff. So that is that. Thank you all for listening, for watching. Be kind to us and to others, and I'll catch you all tomorrow with more news, if there are any. By the way, Giannis and Luca are playing against each other right now, so make sure to watch that. And shout out Angel Reese, Rookie of the Year.